Yo, people, welcome back to the channel. Um, yeah, it's championship preview. But before I get into everything, I just want to wish everyone a happy um, Merry Christmas, and happy Christmas Eve, of course, and Happy New Year. Hope 2023 is a good year for you. Um, but with that out of the way, let's get straight into it all. Oh, of course, it's some big games in the championship this week. Like you got Watford, Millwall, Burnley, Birmingham, Luton, Norwich, big, and that's also a big game, you know. Bristol City, West Brom. Can West Brom bounce back from their loss? But we will start with Watford, Millwall. Of course, that is the early kickoff on Boxing Day. A um, and yeah, so Watford, and of course they beat. Um, sorry, before I get into my predictions, but first, my, the the results of the other games and how many points I got. I completely forgot about that. Um, but Birmingham Reading, I predicted Reading 2-1 win, and I thought Reading would do it, but they didn't. Another team that's kind of inconsistent. Birmingham beat them 3-2. We move on to Stoke City, Bristol City. Now I'm really upset about this because I said 1-1 and it was 1-1 for a long time, and then Stoke had to grab that one. Um, Now Burnley, Middlesbrough. First game I got right. I got 1 point. I said 2-1 Burnley. It was 3-1 Burnley. So yeah, and now Blackpool, Cardiff. Cardiff City letting me down a bit. Um, Getting a draw. I expected them to win it 2-0. Get at least a win, but they drew. Now Coventry, Swansea, what a game. But yet, again, Swansea can't win. I predicted Coventry to edge it 1-0. It ended up a 3-3 draw. And Watford, Huddersfield, I I thought it would be a boring nil-nil. I thought Watford will picked up their third nil-nil in a row, but no, they got it. They got the 3 points. Now, Hull City Sunderland, the game I was thinking about 1-1, and but I went 2-1 Sunderland, and it did end 1-1. And QPR Preston, for the first time in a long time, QPR uh, beat beat Preston, and if we so big one for QPR there. Now West Brom Rotherham. Now this game I'm angry about. So I said 3-1 and it ended 3-0. Um, and Blackburn Rovers, I got the scoreline right 2-0. Just the wrong team. I predicted 2-0 Norwich. Again, Blackburn and Norwich both two inconsistent teams. Then Luton Moor was postponed. Of course, Sheffield United Wigan, Sheffield United close. I did watch on it, of course. I was hoping to. Um, uh, it was 2-0 for. Um, no, sorry, Wigan equalized, which I was angry about. No, it was 2-0 and then Wigan scored. I was angry about that because I was like, go on, Sheffield United get the winner. And Coventry, West Brom, that's happening midweek, of course, on Wednesday. Rescheduled fixture. I said 2-1 Coventry and 1-0 Coventry, 93rd minute one, I believe. So I got 4 points. Not bad. But I didn't get any of the game's spots on. I was close on a few. Um, so yeah. Um, but now let's start with Watford versus Millwall. Now Watford versus Millwall. If we look at the past three games they have played against each other, it's been 0-0. One on Watford and then for last season Or is it this season? Is it this season or last season that they played? Let me just see. Just check. Um, Watford. No, they played them earlier this year. At Millwall, and Millwall beat them 3-0. So that that's interesting. Um, but form wise, coming into this game, Millwall have drawn a game, lost a game, then won, then drew, then drew. That's the last 5 games. Watford won, drew, draw, then win, loss. So both also kind of inconsistent. If you look on the table, Millwall they're 10th right now, you know, and Watford they 4th. Millwall, I believe if they win, into the they can go around 7th or 8th, depending on other results. Um, but yeah, I think Watford will have a sense of confidence, but and they will look for revenge with small, of course, to getting hammered 3-0. I'm gonna say, uh, I'm gonna say 1-0, 1-0 to Watford. And of course, this is also early kickoff, so we know maybe Millwall can do something, but I'm gonna say 1-0. No. And then another early kickoff. It's Sunderland versus Blackburn. Big game, definitely big game. Sunderland, and they would love to get a victory here because that can push them up to 10th almost. And Blackburn, uh, they would like to build on that confident win versus Norwich. Um, so yeah, form wise, Blackburn win, lose. They like that. Sunderland draw, loss, win. So yeah, they a bit iffy. But last first games against each other, Blackpool won 2-0, 2-0, and 2-1 Sunderland. Blackpool have sorry, not Blackpool, Blackburn. Sorry, apologies if I said Blackpool. Time. I need to Sunderland versus Blackburn Rovers. Uh, Usually 2-0. I think Blackburn do respond, and I'm gonna say a 2-0. 2-0. So yeah. Next game is Bristol City versus West Brom. Big game this, really big game. With everything going on in the table. If we look West Brom again, if they can win, they can move up around 12th and 13th, which would be massive for them in Bristol City. They can get themselves out of the relegation pickle they are in. But West Brom, they were on a 5-match winning streak until they lost to Coventry 1-0. Bristol City, as they are as inconsistent as as what? As what? Let me know in the comments. How inconsistent is Bristol City? Um, so yeah, head to head last 7 games. West Brom beat them on 3 and lost one away. Early on in the season, Bristol City did beat them away from home 2-0. Again, they will be looking for revenge. Um, at Bristol City, they can't score. Home form wise, 4 1 out of 12, not good. West Brom, they don't have the best away record. So I'm gonna say a 1-1 draw in Bristol City West Brom. Now we move on to our City versus Blackpool. A big game, especially for for Blackpool. They will be looking to master up something against Hull City. And get back to winning ways. They were on a four-match losing streak. I think now they're on two draws, so they're on a six-match winless run. And Hull City lost three of the last four games. So yeah, um, form home record not all good for Hull City. But away record for Blackpool is not good. And head to head, it's been the last three games draw. Blackpool won, also 2-1. They did play early on in the season, and Hull City did win 3-1. And I'm gonna back Hull City because I think they will have confidence. I'm gonna go 2-1, 2-1 Hull City. Um, so yeah, yeah. Middlesbrough versus Wigan. Uh, um, Middlesbrough coming off a loss to Burnley, 3-1 loss. Wigan again, they're also inconsistent. Um, and Middlesbrough they look good. Wigan have not defeated Middlesbrough in the last five games. There's been two draws, um, but and Middlesbrough did slip them up 4-1 earlier on in the season. So I'm gonna say 3-1 this time to Middlesbrough. Um, so yeah. Preston versus Huddersfield Town. Preston, they lose or they win. There's not really much draws. Also, they have drawn seven times. It's not many. Home record is not good, but we all know Huddersfield Town away. They've only won. So only have only won once away from home, and that was against QPR. Uh, I don't, and they drew with Luton and Middlesbrough away. Um, and yeah, they don't do good on the road. I'm expecting Preston to hammer them. Preston have a good record also against them. Last nine games, Preston have won three and have won five, and drawn two and two ones for Huddersfield Town. Huddersfield Town have never in the last nine games have never beaten them away from home. So I'm gonna back Preston um, 2-0 Preston. But we all know what happens when you put faith in Preston. They almost like butter it in a way. Um, so yeah, we'll move on to Rotherham United versus Stoke City. Rotherham United, so they they're interesting team. They did do well last season. Um, they, they did do well early on in the season, but now they're racking up the losses. They're getting defeated 3-0, 3-1. Stoke City, they're also inconsistent. You never know with them. Last five results, three draws, one away win, and one home win. One away win for Rotherham and one home win for Stoke. So I'm gonna say 1-1 draw. I think it's another 1-1 draw for this game. But away record Stoke are good away from home. Rotherham United they decent at home. So I'm gonna say a 1-1 draw. And now this game I'm looking forward to this game. Sheffield United Coventry. What a game this will be. Sheffield United coming off a loss to Rotherham United 1-0. I've gotten three ones on 3 wins in a row. Coventry after um to losing after Reading ended the five the 4 match winning streak. They've drawn to 3-3 to Swansea and beaten in beaten West Brom 1-0. They look good, but Coventry's away record is not good. And Sheffield United have one of the best home records. I'm gonna say 2-1 Sheffield, but I would love a Coventry one. I would love a Coventry one in that game. Now we move on to the lo- almost the last games on it. Next is Cardiff City vs QPR. QPR ending the 5 match unbeaten run. Um, 5 match winless run by defeating Preston 1-0 and on the weekend. No, not this previous weekend, but yeah. Cardiff City, they on a 4 match winless run. Or they make it five. It's at Cardiff Stadium. Cardiff, they got a good home record. QPR, their away record is pretty good. I thought it would be low, but they're pretty good. And last 10 results, QPR dominated. 7-1 and 3 for Cardiff. They had played early in the season. QPR smashed them 3-0 at QPR's stadium. I'm expecting the same. 2-1. 2-1 Cardiff. 2-1 to QPR. Um, and now Luton, Norwich. Norwich again, they're also inconsistent. Last 6 games. Loss, win, draw, win, loss, win, loss. Luton, of course, they didn't play last week. Last week, so they rested. But they don't have a good home record. I'm gonna be honest. We usually draw at home, but Norwich, they they are inconsistent. They got a good away record, but yeah, I'm gonna say 1-1 draw again. Um, and if you look at it, oh, it's a day as in the last 3 games, it's never been a draw. So I think this one is it going to be a draw. Um, Draw, I reckon. But Luton did beat them. Yeah, earlier this season. I think it was this season earlier. Mm, yeah, earlier on the season, of course, we did beat them 1-0, but 1-1, I reckon. Now we move on to Reading versus Swansea. This game, Swansea are I'm just gonna make sure, on a 7 match winless run. Let that sink in. 7 matches without a win. They have lost two of those 7 games, but draw. Reading, they they lost two. They lost against Birmingham 3-2 after being on a 2 match winning run. Head-to-head 5 draws. Swansea usually dominate this. Is it gonna be another draw? Swansea, they don't have a good away record. Three, 3 out of 12 games they've won. Sorry, I'm back. Been interrupted there. Um, but yeah, Reading, Swansea. It's had, like I said, five draws. So will it be another draw? Some Titans have got a well record. Reading have a pretty good home record, but I'm gonna say another draw. I'm gonna say 2-2 draw in this game. Another high scoring game. Then Burnley, Birmingham City, another big game. Burnley, they on a madness. Home ones eight out of 2. They only lost at did they even? They've never lost at home. I've never lost at home. Only got 2 losses this season. Birmingham starting to get inconsistent, but they have looked good. And, um, early on in the season, this was a 1-1 draw, but I'm gonna back Burnley 2-1. But I will love it if Birmingham can win. So yeah, it's there. So yeah, I'm just gonna run through my predictions quickly. 1-0 Watford to beat Millwall. 2-0 Blackburn to get away victory with Sunderland. 1-1 in the Bristol City West Brom game. 2-1 Hull City to beat Blackpool. 3-1 Middlesbrough to beat Wigan. 2-0 Preston to beat Huddersfield. 1-1 Rotherham to beat Stoke. 2-1 Sheffield United to beat Coventry. Um, 2-1 QPR to beat Cardiff. 1-1 in the Luton Norwich game. 2-2 the Reading Swansea game. Burnley 2-1 to beat Birmingham City. So yeah, that's all my predictions. Be happy yourselves. If you watch this, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit and have a Merry Christmas if you do celebrate it. See you in a bit. Peace.